So now we are teaching about Buddha's quality. So let's start by reciting Buddha's quality. So I will repeat after me. Iti piso bhagava araham samma sambuddho vajja charana sampanno sukado lokavidu nuddaro purisa Dhamma sarati sattha deva manusanam Buddha Bhagava. So these are 9 kinds of Buddha's qualities, mostly to say about the Buddha. So usually mentioned these qualities, or by mentioning these qualities, people usually say about the Buddha. So now we are finished. Arahant, the worthy one, or far from defilements. 2 definitions here, Sierra said. Samma Sambuddho, usually translated fully enlightened one. So Buddha is knower, science by himself. Samma is well, fully. Vajja charana sampanno, the one who endowed with vajja and charana, knowledge and conduct. So today, sukado. Su is well, gata is going, who go well. Who is going well? So it is a sukata. Well goer. So, well goer means from the Dipangara Buddha, like 4 uncountable and 100 eons ago, until enlightenment, another Buddha-tree in India. So, in this period, the Buddha is going well, or well goer. So in this period, not having wrong view, always together with mindfulness, together with knowledge. So he go in this way. He go in this way. Means in this period, the Bodhisattva not having a wrong view, together with mindfulness, together with comprehension or knowledge, he go. Because of this, he is well goer. So that is mentioned in this book. So there may have some other definitions. This book is like for introduction, not much detailed saying. So that is this quality. So Sayadaw encourage in the Buddha's dispensation, like we have a right view, not have a wrong view. But out of the Buddha's dispensation, most of people may take a wrong view. So because of this, in this life, to have a right view, especially to get Kammaskata knowledge, Kammasakata knowledge means the knowledge of thinking that there is a karma as a own property. Means if I do good, we have a good result. If I do bad, we have a bad result. So such a believing about the karma is kammasakata knowledge. So trying to get this knowledge in this dispensation, not to have a wrong view, also to have a well goal like the Buddha. So it is a basic knowledge. So there are many wrong views, but very serious wrong view is rejecting karma and karma result. It is serious. If someone don't believe in good or bad karma, it is very dangerous for himself, also for the other world. So because of this, it is a very basic. If someone don't have kammasakata knowledge, even in good life, may not get. So if someone have a kammasakata knowledge, believing in karma and karma result, can have a good destination. But to be free from samsara, to be free from life, need more knowledge, like it is insight knowledge. About this body, only there is only materiality and mentality. So this knowledge is insight knowledge. As a impermanence, as a suffering, as a non-self. So this knowledge is a very high knowledge, or may say vipassana knowledge. So Sarah encouraged to get vipassana knowledge, approaching good teacher and asking questions. How should we understand about that? What are materialities? What are mentalities? So how do we impermanence, suffering, or non-self? Trying to understand. After that, trying to meditate. Trying to practically trying to understand. So to remove a wrong view. So if someone understands kammasakata knowledge about the karma and karma result, so may produce a good karma, may avoid bad karma. If so, they can have a good life. But if someone practices vipassana knowledge, here say even not only just removing wrong view, even some attachment may be able to remove. So some worldly people very emphasizing or focusing about the money, about the sensualities. At least can reduce those attachments towards the sensualities because of vipassana practicing. So Sugato, Sarah explained about this meaning only, well goer. From the Dipangra Buddha until enlightenment, the Buddha going well. Going well means not having a wrong view. Also fulfilling paramis, always mindfulness and understanding. So that is a sati sampajanya, mindfulness, comprehension, like that. So that means basically whatever action he will do by understanding, also mindfully doing. So how long I should sit, when I should get up, how long I should talk, when I should stop, something like this. Based on benefits, he may do actions. That is mindfulness and comprehension. So one of important factors for the meditators. Meditator need to know everything about the movement or actions or speech, thinking. How we should think, what is a beneficial way to think or to move or to do actions. So it is a mindfulness and comprehension. So we will move the next quality. Itipiso bhagava. Loka vidu. Loka vidu. Vidu is knower. Loka is the world. So loka vidu is a knower of the world. So the Buddha knows all the world. So here mentioned about the world. There are three kinds of world we have. Satta loka, the world of being. Okasa loka, the world of realm. Sankhara loka, the world of formations. So the Buddha knows all three kinds of world. Here number one explain about the Satta loka. So about the beings, the Buddha knows everything, like the beings in the hell, in the ghost life, animal lives, human or deva, brahmas. The Buddha knows about the beings. Not just the beings, also their temperament, or I have confused about the English, temper or temperament. Means some people like anger type, get angry easily. Some people are attachment type, so attached to something easily. So those are temperament. So once the Buddha saw about someone, so this person which type, the Buddha can differentiate, can know, or give a talk according to his or her temperament. So it is we call it in Pali Charita. Next one is Anusaya. Anusaya is lying tendency. So in his mind, there is a lying tendency. Which one is more? Which factors more for him? So that is also the Buddha know. Next one. So original chanda, original desire. Some people are low quality, low standard. Some people high. So some people, after listening in Dhamma, the Buddha's teaching, their desire very, very strong. I want to practice Dhamma. Some may ordain as a bhikkhu or siale. But some people, although listen a lot of talk, not so much desire they have. So it is based on original desire. Some people, because of not hearing in Dhamma only, they may stay normally. So once they hear the true Dhamma, right Dhamma, so their desire is very strong. Want to practice, want to perform practically. So because of this, before giving in talk, the Buddha usually trying to see the beings. What is their temperament? What is their lying tendency? Original desire, strong or not? So after that, the Buddha may give a talk. Another one about the indriya, faculties, like 5 kinds of faculties. Saddha indriya, saddha faith. Viriya indriya, the faculty of effort. Saddha indriya, faculty of mindfulness. Samadhi indriya, faculty of concentration. Panya indriya, faculty of wisdom. So different people, different factors more than others. Some people faith type, believe in the Buddha Dhamma, Sangha very much, maybe paying respect to Buddha, chanting like that, offering flower and water, usually do. So some people are effort type, want to try, they work hard. So some people are knowledge type, So want to learn a lot, want to think a lot. So in this way, so the Buddha, once he saw beings, he will understand which faculty is strong for this person, like that. So it is a knower of the world of the beings. So next one is Okasa Loka, the world of the realm about this world, the place. So about the human world, about the earth. So Sarah said, different from like science, may have a different from science. So here mentioned about the earth. The thickness of the earth is here measured according to yojana. One yojana is like 8 miles, 12 miles mentioned. So 240,000 yojanas about the thickness of the world. So the half above is just the earth, or the earth. The other half below is like a stone. So that is mentioned in the Buddhist book. So under the earth, there is water. Water. How many yojanas here mentioned? 480,000 yojanas. 480,000 yojanas. So although saying water, Sarah said, may not be like liquid water, like ice as a block, because of very, very cold. So first one is earth. So water, like ice block, is twice bigger than the earth, under the earth. So after that, there is like a wind, maybe like a sky, wind under the earth. How thick it is, according to yojana, 960,000 960,000. So about thickness. So the earth, ice block, and the wind. So after the wind, just only sky, only space. So this is about the earth, under us. So mentioned in the Buddhist book. So next one is about the width. We say width. Correct. Surrounding width. Pyramid. Pyramided. Yeah. So it is here mentioned 3 million 600,000 610,000 610,000 300 something like this yojanas. So it is about the wider place. So beyond that, there is like a stone mountain, like a wall covered by stone mountain as a wall. Because of this art called Chakkavala, because of something covered by walls. So into this wall, there is water, like sea water. In the deepest place, here, according to Yojana, 84,000 yojanas. It is the deepest place. So, in the middle of the water, there is Mount Meru. Mount Meru is 168,000 yojanas high up. That is Mount Meru. Besides the Mount Meru, there is water, like a river called Sira. Another mountain is a famous mountain in the Buddhist scripture is the half of Mount Meru called Yugandhara. When the Buddha go up Theravāda on the top of Mount Meru, step in that mountain first, because it is a half of Mount Meru. So in this way, like a mountain, water, in this way, 7 layers. Like rivers are 7, mountains are 7. So, beside the Mount Meru, there is islands, small and big. So in those places, those islands, people are staying. So eastern side of Mount Meru, we call Eastern Island. In the same way, Southern Island, Northern Island, and Western Island. In this way, mentioned about the world. So, from the Yugandhara mountain, like a half of Mount Meru, below is Chadu Maharaja realm, the lowest Deva realm. Above the Mount Meru, on the top of Mount Meru, there is a Sa Deva realm. So these 2 Deva realms are connected with earth. The other, like 4 Deva realm, Yama, Tusita, Nemanarati, Pranamita, it is above the Mount Meru. It is in the sky. So that is mentioned about the earth in the Buddhist book. May not be the same as science. Some in the Buddhist book mentioned very earlier time, scientists later may find. So about this case, a bit, I think, may have controversy, may have different ideas. Anyway, we need to learn first. After that, we may need to think. So, what is Mount Meru? Now it is, we cannot see. Anyway, we are like southern directions. Our islands, especially India's southern directions. So Mount Meru is surely like northern directions. Where it is, we cannot know. In the same way, the world cover the earth. Like now it is, we cannot see something. But something may have a consideration. So, like Deva mentions, is we cannot see. Also, they are movable. Wherever they go, some are mentioned. Together with mentioned, Devas come. So, in the sky, Devas have to go according to their road. They cannot go here and there. Because in the Alavaka Sutta, the Buddha say, stay Alavaka mentioned. Alavaka mentions below in the earth. So above that mention, there is a road, a sky road for the Devas. So when the Buddha stay inside, they cannot cross that road. If so, why they don't go beside? They cannot go beside. Beside there is mentioned. So they have to come down and pay respect to Buddha. In this way, they have to cross. Means, for the Devas, like people, they have to go according to road. They cannot go beside, because the beside have mentioned. But maybe our aeroplane can go everywhere. So, our things may not disturb them sometimes. In the same way, Deva may be able to go like a wall by breaking. So, although you close the door, Deva may be able to come. So, some things are a bit different. So, maybe Mount Merus may have such nature, or the wall also possible, maybe like that or not. And just for us, just thinking like that. So, such people from the South Island to go to North Island, it is not possible, especially in ancient time. So only Chakravartin, universal monarch, he has a Chakra, like maybe like an aeroplane, can go everywhere. So he can go North Island or East or West, like that. So one time, in the time of Mandadukan, people from the north or south, north, west, east, come together with that machine. Later, that can pass away. They cannot go back. So they have to stay in India. So that city is a Kuru country in the Buddha time. So Kuru name is Kuru means the people there is coming from Uttara Kuru, North Island. In the same way, Videha, another name. No, it may call or not, I don't know about that. So there is a Videha city. Videha means originally people come from east. So next one is Abharagoyana. Abharagoyana. So Abharagoyana, that city is originally the people coming from West Island. So those city, those name may have until now or not, I don't know. And Videha, I heard like a Kuru or those things. So that is about the art mentioned in the Buddhist. So in the one universe, there is a moon, there is a sun. So one earth, 31 realms, like that. So anyway, here the Buddha mentioned about the earth, about the world. So also the Buddha mentioned that there are many Chakrawala, many universe. So uncountable, not only this world. So this is mentioned about the Okasa Loka. Next one is Sankhara Loka, formations. Formations means in one being, so like a human, we have formations, materialities, how many? Like 28 mentioned. Mentalities, how many? Chaita and Chetasika, how to work. The Buddha can say very detailed. That is, if you want to learn about that, you may need to learn Abhidhamma. In the Abhidhamma mentioned how we think, how we speak, how we do movement, what are the elements, what are the causes, everything explained. So, so about that, like humans are started with the small particles. In one small particles, at least 8 kinds of rupa can have. Some are 9, some are 10 kinds, some are little bit more, like 13, like that. So, what is their characteristics? What is their functions? The Buddha know everything about the materialities, mentalities. So, it is mentioned in the Abhidhamma. If we want to practice meditation, so we need to know as a formations. For example, if you practice a 4-element meditation, can break it down, the knowledge can see as a small particles. So can check one by one, everywhere in the body. So after discerning or checking materialities, so later you can check mentalities, which is arising independent on materialities. So those are formations. So about that formation also the Buddha mentioned very detailed how to work. So if you interested, so you should learn Abhidhamma. So because of this, the Buddha is a knower of the world, knower of beings, and the world of beings, the world of realm, the world of formations. So, because of Buddhist learning, we can know there is other beings, there is other world, hell, animal, ghost, devas, humans, brahmas. Also mentioned how to go. For example, to go to awful state is need to have unwholesomeness. If someone do unwholesomeness, evil deeds, will go awful state. What are unwholesomeness? Also mentioned. In the same way, how to go human and deva realm. So, what is the causes? What are human? What are humans? What are devas? The Buddha mentioned. So, in the same way, Brahma realm also mentioned. How to go the Brahma realm? That is like a jhanas practicing. So mentioned. Also beyond the world, like Nibbana, liberation. There is a liberation. How to go to get liberation? It is a vipassana practicing. How to practice. Everything in the Buddha's dispensation mentioned. So, it is a very deep situation, also very detailed. For example, Brahma realm, they have light, they are mind-made, everywhere they want to go, just want to go. So, they are flying or going in the sky, something like that mentioned. But we cannot see, normal people cannot see. But how to go that realm? That is a practicing concentration. About that, we can try. We cannot see result for the normal people, but we can practice jhanas. So if someone practices jhanas, concentration is very high, so very powerful. The mind is very powerful, very stable. Also having light. Although they close the eye, there is light. So, like a cause and effect, quite match. Even in this life, the cause can have a light. So if that mind produce as a beings for the next life, it is very possible having own light. Because even in this life, once close eye, they can see the light. So something like that, many people experience that. Also, there is a way to see those devas or brahmas, also past life, future lives. There is a way. And so that also nowadays quite many people practicing. Also, quite number of people, so they accept. They can see many past life. Also, they can see some devas, some Vedas. They can admit like that. So, because of this, the Buddha mentioned very detailed about the world, about the formations, about the beings. Also, the Buddha mentioned how to know that, how to see that. And there is a practicing for those who are interested to practice. So, because of this, the Buddha is the one who know the world, loka we do. So, Sarah said it is to reflect the Buddha by seeing beings, what is their lying tendency, what is their temperament, what is their faculties. Based on that, the Buddha usually give a talk, like doctors checking the patient situation, give a proper medicine. In the same way, the Buddhas seeing in the world, giving in Dhamma talk. So for that, you trying to see, trying to imagine, trying to reflect this quality. The Buddha is the knower of the world, like that. So we will move another one. Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarati. Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarati. Quite long. So Sarati is who tame. Dhamma, Purisa Dhamma is someone should be tamed. Purisa is a man. Dhamma is should be tamed. So the Buddha is who tame. The one should be tamed. Anuttara. Anuttara is the most superior one. Not uttara. No other superior one. So the Buddha is the most superior one who tame. The one should be tamed. Here use Purisa. Purisa is usually say man, but although say man as a meaning included woman also. For example, maybe in Singapore may have a man power, but never have a woman power. But they also maybe include, although saying man, woman also include. So that is usual we call like Okata Brachita method. So only taking higher situation only, higher situation. So the others are all included. So should we have a woman power or no? So no need to say like that. So if we learn Mingla Sutta in the same way, like Buddha Darasa Singha should support Buddha son, Dara wife. So support son and wife, not included daughter. So as a saying, but meaning you should take daughter also include, not just a wife, also husband. So but a Buddha saying is a Buddha Darasa Singha, supporting son and wife, like that. But that such a saying is we say metaphorically saying. Metaphorically saying. Saying is different, taking meaning is another, like that. In the same way, here also Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarati. The Buddha is the most superior one who tame. The man should be tamed. So cannot say no include a woman. So like some trainers training elephants, horses, which is not tamed. They're trying to tame, and later elephants become royal elephants. In the same way, horses also like a thoroughbred or royal horse, because of taming by the Buddha. So taming by enlightening sometimes taming by praising. For example, if we learn Buddha's teaching, so sometimes if someone do evil things, you will go awful state or something like this. That is by enlightening. Sometimes if you do good deed, you will have a human deva life with a lot of sensualities or something like this. So, so that is a taming by enlightening, or taming by praising. So, if someone don't have a morality, the Buddha teach how to have a morality. If someone have a morality already, the Buddha will teach how to have a concentration, how to practice jhana, like that. So, how to have a mega path and fruition knowledge, the Buddha will teach. Some people, the Buddha teach a lot of things. They don't take 3 refuges. But the Buddha teach for what? Just to have a habit, some habit or something good to listen, like that. So that one later will mature slowly. So if someone don't have a morality, trying to have a morality, in the same way, if someone have a morality, the Buddha can teach to get a higher jhana or path and fruition, like that. So because of this, the Buddha is the most superior one who tame someone should be tamed. So Buddha-Dhamma is someone should be tamed. That means if should not be tamed, he will not tame to him. So that is also need to know. Sometimes we try to teach people, but people don't want to listen. So also should not teach, something like that. Sometimes parents call their children, keep it in front of Bande. Bande, please tame this one. But listener, if I don't want to learn, so cannot do like this. If one is trying to tame, children may run away. So have to see situation, how to do, how to approach. So that is means the Buddha only tame, someone should be tamed. So Sarah encourage. Because of this, only the Buddha teaches for those who has some parami, may not teach for everyone, because of no beneficial. So because of this, we need to reflect this quality. Also, we need to understand. So to get the Buddha's teaching, we should be something already, some quality we may need to have. So we may need to have. If not have, the Buddha will not tame or will not teach. For example, you come here and listening Dhamma, something it is not easy for everybody. Some people only want to learn like that. Some people don't want to learn. So the wise people were not trying to tame those people, let it be something like this, because of no benefit. No benefit. Because of this, Sayadaw is saying, for those who have some paramis, only the Buddha may tame, the Buddha may teach. So next one, Sattha Deva Manusana. Sattha is like a teacher, one meaning. Another meaning is Sattha is like a trader, the leader or trader. Someone similar to leader or trader. Deva Manusana of the Deva are human. Here also only mentioned the teacher or Deva are human. How about animals? Or like that. How about other beings? So Deva are humans. The Brahmas may go into the Deva. So those are higher beings. If we say higher beings, so lower being already include. So means the teacher of everybody. But as a word, the teacher of Deva are human only. That is according to Pali grammar way, Aukata Nedesa, indicating the highest one only, but include the lower one. So in this book mentioned more like a leader or trader. Satta is originally trader leader. But the Buddha is similar to trader leader or trader. So leader or trader may cross like a desert, especially in the ancient time. So to do trading, sometimes you have to go other country by crossing desert or ocean, like that. So leader or trader may lead his companies very difficult journey how to cross. So in the same way, beings have a difficult journey to go to liberation, to be free from suffering, aging, and death. So it is a long journey. It is very difficult to cross. So everybody have aging and death, sickness. Those are to overcome. How to overcome? It is not so easy. But the Buddha have a way to teach how to overcome that. So because of this, the Buddha is like a leader or trader. Leader or trader across the desert, the difficult journey, not to have a danger on the way. In the same way, the Buddha also want to send the beings towards liberation, not to have ordinance, sickness, death. So because of this, the Buddha is similar to leader or trader of the human and devas. That is one meaning. Another meaning most of people know is the teacher of deva and human. So the Buddha teaches many devas, humans, how to have a good life, how to avoid suffering in life, how to get liberation. Based on Buddha, many people got liberation. So not only human and deva, even animals, the Buddha teaches, like a nalagiri elephant, those things. Another one is one of a frog. Listening in Buddha's Dhamma, after that reborn in the Deva realm, teach again, later becomes Sotapanna. Because of this, the Buddha is the teacher of Deva and human. Animals, needless to say, or include. So reflect Buddha's quality. Like here in this book mentioned, like Bande Mahinda or Sangamita Theri, after the Buddha passed away into Nirvana, they got liberation. So some reflect Buddha's quality, piti arise within him. When piti is very obvious, they reflect nature, dukkha, anatta on piti. So after that, they got liberation, understanding all nama, all rupa as an impermanence, suffering in non-self. So got attainment. So because of this, trying to reflect these qualities. So usually, whoever practices Buddha's quality, usually they are very happy. Mind is usually happy. Their face is usually very clear. So may cause piti. So if piti is obvious, can reflect, can change as a vipassana, as a nature, dukkha, anatta, like that. So it is from the Buddha-nosity to the vipassana. So next quality, Buddha, Sattva Deva Manusana, Buddha Bhagava. Buddha is who know, who cause to know. Two meaning. One is causative. Who know, who cause to know. Who know is the Buddha know Four Noble Truth by himself first. After that, he trying to teach. So because of this, the Buddha is who know and who cause to know. So it is a Buddha's quality. So to know what? Here mentioned Four Noble Truths. Four Noble Truth means Noble Truth of suffering. Anything in the world, all are suffering. Like a human body or anything, even in Deva or Brahma bodies, those are sufferings. How to understand the suffering? Here mentioned have to earn money for the life, also have oldness, aging, sickness, and death. If we earn money without righteous way, so may be born in the awful state. We may be separated with the lovable things or beings. At that time, we have to worry. We have to have a limitation. We trying to collect educations or monies, but finally we have to relinquish. So it is also everybody at the end of life have to climb like that. So because of this, these are all suffering. Even in Devas, they no need to earn money for the living. They don't have a disease, but finally they have to die. So near to relinquishing their life, they are very suffering, very worried. So because of this, every lives are suffering. So it is a noble truth of suffering to understand. So suffering, we should think as a suffering. If we think, and many people thinking this life is good, so something like this, but finally they have to worry. They attach to the life. So if someone thinks suffering as a suffering, understanding about the life, so like Arahantas, they are no worry to relinquish this body. So next one is Samudaya Satya. Samudaya Satya is the origin of the suffering. The noble truth, the origin of suffering. It is mentioned, main cause is craving. Craving. We don't know this body as a suffering clearly. We cannot know as a materiality, mentality, arising and perishing. For the normal people, we don't know. If so, we attach. This is a mind body, something like this. Actually, reality is not. So that because of this craving, whatever we do, good or bad, become karma. So if it becomes karma, will produce next life. So for the Arahanta, because of practicing vipassana, they know about this body, everything. They don't have attachment. Because of this, although they do actions, good things, not becoming karma, they still have a life because of previous cause. but they don't produce a new karma. So, although they are paying in respect to Buddha, offering, not becoming karma. After passed away, no more life. So, that is noble truth of the origin of suffering. It is to remove. Attachment is to remove. So, basically, life is a dukkha sajja, suffering. How to have a dukkha sajja? Because of craving. So, trying to remove a craving, it is the way not to have a dukkha sajja, suffering. So, normally, here mentioned like lemon fruit. The bigger, the sour, more sour, like that. So that is a Myanmar saying. So if someone is more and more bad, so usually say like a lemon fruit. The bigger, more sour. So another saying is like in the Buddha's teaching, like the cow's horn. The cow's horn. So Oda, horn is bigger. So in the same way, like a fire, more firewood, more fire. So craving also the same. If we get more, we want more. So younger time, just we are for the eating, maybe milk or mother, it is enough. But later mother or father may introduce, oh, this is a cloth, or this is a shoe, or something like this. One after another we attach. Later phone or something, car or house, like that. So bigger, more sour, like a lemon. So there is one Jataka, Mandadu Chakawatikin. I think we have said here. He has a chance to go to Deva realm, even like Chadu Marajika and Dawa. So, but finally, near that moment, he told the people. So, although I have experienced Deva lives, without satisfying about the sensualities, I have to die. I have to die. Not satisfied yet. So means, if we try to find out sensualities, it will not be end. Will not end. Life will end, but the mind may not end, may not satisfy. So, like people, the whole life will do jobs. And so, to get sensualities. So not satisfied yet, but life will finish. So, next one is Nirodha Satya, noble truth of cessation. It is if someone practices vipassana, so first of all, I need to discern materiality, mentality, cause and effect. I need to see arising and perishing. So even in past, present, future also have to see until the end situation. So if someone discern Gana, so the mind can reach beyond those arising and perishing. It is Nibbana. So that Nibbana is Nirodha Satya, noble truth of cessation of suffering. So even in lifetime, can see that in the Buddhist teaching, not just after passed away you will see Nibbana, not like that. If someone practice until getting improvement, so can see cessation of suffering in this life. So normal people are thinking to go to Nirvana is like very boring. So nothing help. So there is one bhikkhuni, Gautami, Auntie Gautami, the Buddha's Mrs. stepmother or the Buddha's auntie. So she got attainment. Because of Buddha's mother, maybe others may call her as a mother. So near to pass away into brain nirvana. So other people cry. So she said, son and daughters, this time is not to cry. This time is to be happy. Will stop all sufferings. So for those who got attainment, to go to nirvana is not boring. So they are very happy. So it is at the end of suffering. Next one is Magga Sajja. Noble truth of the path leading into nirvana. So what are these? It is mind factors. Samadhi, right view. Sammasankappa, right thought. Sammawacha, right action. Sammakamanta, Sammawacha, right speech. Sammakamanta, right action. Sammaājiva, right livelihood. Sammavayama, right effort. Sammasati, right mindfulness. Sammasamadhi, right concentration. So it is the path to go to nirvana. So let's say right view. Right view is understanding karma and karma result. It is also right view. If someone will understand that what is a good, what is a bad, can reborn a human deva. If so have a chance to practice more. So more than that, even in this body, understanding as a materiality, it is a right view, or mentality, cause and effect, understanding as a impermanence, a suffering, non-self, it is a right view. But if we understand that this is a me, man or woman, so it is not right view, not the way to go to nirvana. If someone want to go to nirvana, need to understand as a materiality, as a mentality, cause and effect, impermanence, suffering, non-self. So because of this, the Buddha encourage body as a body, need to see body as a body, consciousness as a consciousness, feeling as a feeling, Dhamma as a Dhamma. So not to see as a man or woman, me or others. So it is not right view. So whoever want to go to nirvana, cessation of suffering, need to have right view, right thought, how to think. So by thinking we can go that, but need to have a right thought until to get maturity. So in the same way, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort. Right effort means to stop evil things, to increase good deed. It is a right effort. So need the right effort. You have life, so what kind of effort you will do, we will do. If not right effort, we will not get. For example, earning money is, can say right effort for surviving, but not for liberation. Maybe after getting money, I will practice. It is possible. But just earning money is to have a good life, not for liberation. So need to go next step. So like that, right effort. Next one, Sammasati, right mindfulness. Need to remember right object. How to remember? What are you remember? Like that. Next one, right concentration, right focus. So these are the path to go to nirvana. So if someone practices vipassana, all these paths will have in mind. Those factors are arising in mind. If it is arising in mind, gana, that is the way to go to nirvana, cessation of suffering. So these are four noble truths, which the Buddha know. which the Buddha calls his disciple to know. So, if you recite Buddha, Buddha, I think many people here, they're trying to reflect Buddha, Buddha. What is the meaning is, Buddha is the one who knows Four Noble Truth. The Buddha is the one who calls his disciple to know Four Noble Truth. So, by thinking in this meaning, you can reflect these qualities. So, it is the way to reflect Buddha's qualities. Left one qualities, maybe I may teach next time. I should stop. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, is there any questions that you ask?
The wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Not all people can meet with the Buddha or see the Buddha. So there must be wisdom in somewhere in his part of his life, right?
Yeah. Some parami need to have. So even in the Buddha's time, and some are just seeing the Buddha may not focus him to teach. Yeah. So yes, as you say, need to have some paramis, some good karma.
It seems, it been said that some of them actually don't know who he is a Buddha. Is that he's not if he appears, some may not be able to know he is a Buddha?
Yeah, some may not know.
So
some may not know.
This due to the wisdom of the person or the
wisdom. Mainly may say wisdom, but karma also may. Even nowadays, for example, we have a chance to meet Buddha's teaching. Some people, they may not hard, they may not learn about the Buddha's teaching. That is also, now we all are meeting at least the Buddha's teaching. So nowadays it is a Buddha, So we know how to practice, how to go to Deva or human. So yeah, everybody, some are not interested about the Buddha, even in Devas. So some people meet the Buddha first time. So one of us meet the Buddha first time. So he say, your appearance is very clear. Who are you? Who is your teacher? He asked. So I don't have a teacher. I'm a Nandajina, like that. Just he say like that. I is the most one, not have a teacher. He said, maybe possible. He said, just that's all. He went back, go home, so stay with his wife. One day, wife he quarreling. At that time, he remember, do you think I don't have a teacher? I haven't met one teacher. So he approached to the Buddha. The Buddha gave a talk. So for him, first time, his knowledge is not mature. Only after quarreling with his wife, so he trying to think, I have a teacher, I will go to the wife. So our teacher usually say, encouraging men, and sometimes some couple come to the teacher. Teacher say, trying to quarrel. Trying to quarrel. So some people in the first time, the Buddha also know this time is only I can teach about this. Because no understanding about the suffering, about the life. So the Buddha just introduced. So second time he trying to teach. Some people, even in first time, they don't want to come. They don't want to learn. So they will not meet. So another saying is in Myanmar, like joking. So bhikkhus are bhikkhus, and so they want to go like to visit the pagoda here and there. So usually in the starting monastery, teachers don't want to allow to go come and come because need to learn and need to teach. So like joking, he said, you should not find the Buddha. You should try to find that the Buddha to find you. You should not search or find out the Buddha. You should try to be found by the Buddha. So, because in the Buddha time, the Buddha go to someone and trying to teach, like Angulimala. Angulimala is never trying to find out Buddha. He even trying to kill his mother or Buddha, but because of his potentiality, parami. If the Buddha saw his potentiality, if I go and teach, he will get attainment. So because of this, the Buddha go to him and trying to teach. So one day, based on that, Senior Bande told young bhikkhus, you should not find out Buddha. You should try the Buddha to find you. So yeah, we may have some paramis. And so, although they teach, if we don't accept, they will not teach. The clever ones will not teach. And so, those are many occasions. For example, Vichika Buddha, sometimes they practice Nirodha Samapatti. After get up, who I should approach? They see the heart. Maybe in the heart they can see some qualities because of minds arising in there. So after that they approach. So he approached there. So that person may offer something. If so, they can get a kusala. Without seeing, if you approach someone, later may scold. So if it's scold, they will have unbenefit, disadvantages. Because of this, to approach someone, the wise man may check. So not everybody having a chance to meet a Buddha. Who is worthy only, the Buddha may try to find.
May I just add, the 32 marks of the Buddha quality, you'll be sharing with us about these 32 marks?
No. We may have, I think we may not have a time. Okay. Previously we have taught in the BMC. We recorded or not, we don't know. 32 marks. In this book I have. So, if this time is now Buddha's quality, we have Dhamma Sangha's quality. So, if I skip Dhamma Sangha's quality, it is possible to teach. I think we could to teach, we may think about that. If you want to know.
Is this 32 marks very important because they appear to have very strange marks. Not normal people have that kind of feature.
Very important. Because of this also, so teachers are teaching those things in Myanmar, generation to generation usually. So, not just marks. So, why this mark the Buddha gets? Karma also, cause also mentioned. Because of this mark, what will happen? So how to get a mark also mentioned. What is the result of this mark? Also, the Buddha said. Because of this, we learn that those marks, how to get. Some karmas are very special. So we should learn, we should try to practice. For example, the Buddha has like a lovely eye. So nowadays also we can see some people's eye is very good. So once you see like children's, everybody love. So their eye is different from others' eye. So one of the causes is he has seen others with loving kindness, with metta. So because of this, that when that karma produce, got lovely eyes. So it is the sign of lovely eyes. So what is the result? Result, other people will love him. So if so, we can do that karma, we can get lovely eyes. So something like this. So special karma, different kinds of, because of 32 signs, maybe like 32 types of karma he has done in life, Gananga. So he has that sign, so what is the benefit? So it is important, especially like a fortune teller or something they know. So you see signs that what you will happen in your life, but they don't mention why this got, why you got this one. So they don't mention that. So we cannot practice. So Buddha's 32 signs are seeing 32 signs and seeing a result, also seeing cause. So it is very important. So also we can guess some people's karma. So it is good to learn. Because of this, you shall write in such a basic book. Myanmar traditionally, teacher after teacher, they are trying to teach. Like nearly everybody may know. So yeah, I may. If so, I may skip Dhamma Sangha's quality. Maybe later, maybe trying to teach 32 parts. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So sharing merit. Idame punyam nibbanassa pacayo hotu mama punya bhagam sabba satyanam bhajemi te sabe me samam punya bhagam lavantu sadhu sadhu sadhu.